truck operators. The Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection says truck vendors are being invited to participate in these so-called fan events and pay a vendor fee through a peer-to-peer app like Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Operators then discover the event never existed and it's difficult to recover that money. So far, that scam has been reported in other states, not Wisconsin just yet. The state wants vendors to get ahead of this problem.
Unfortunately, this has been going on for quite a while, to be honest with you. There's multiple Facebook groups, and those have been going on for a couple of years, and most mobile food vendors are part of these groups, and there's more scams than not on these Facebook groups. So this isn't anything new for the food vendors. I mean, we're accustomed to this mainly just through Facebook requests.
So the advice: do not respond to unexpected and unsolicited messages or click links in them. Research the event, verify the contact information that it actually matches. If the email address looks real, reach out to the organization using contact information from their social media or website to verify it. And never pay fees through payment apps, cryptocurrency, wire transfer, or gift cards. And now to another Consumer First Alert. It's about cracking down on cryptocurrency fraud.
One of the problems in this area is that we don't yet have good data to show exactly how many of these kiosks are operating in the state. But from the data that we can assemble, that range based on whatever sort of metric you're using can vary anywhere from like 500 to 1,500.
So you may have seen these at gas stations or at stores or at bars. They're called Bitcoin ATMs. They allow people to sell and purchase cryptocurrency. The state is implementing new regulations hoping to save people from scams involving them. Tammy Elliott is joining us right now to talk about today's Consumer First Alert. We're talking about this cryptocurrency. This has become actually seemingly more popular than gift cards. Why is that?
Yeah, this has really become the scammers' go-to payment method. They're telling these people, the victims, they're trying to convince or threaten them to go to a BTM, a Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency machine that looks like an ATM, to go there and deposit cash. The reason for this, Cammie, is once this cash is converted into a virtual currency, sometimes they don't know the owner, where it's going. It is virtually untraceable for law enforcement. So that is the big reason why, and it's easier for the criminals to get that. And so we used to talk about, back in the day, wiring money, and then it became gift cards. That was a bit, but now, I mean, I'm telling you, I have people calling me and they're telling me that a scammer, they were telling me to go to a Bitcoin ATM, and that's when the red flag went off. And that's really what we want to remind people of, this, that if you're hearing that, and if you don't know that person, third party, random call or email, really you're
put your ears on
you
there,
definitely should be aware.
Yeah. So these Bitcoin ATMs, and I've seen a couple of these in different places. They look like an ATM, but you can buy Bitcoin from them.
They are legal to buy and sell.
Right. So you see them, and I've always I'm not sure what they are, so I've never really approached one. But you're telling me also that they're not specifically followed in Wisconsin. They don't have any licensing right now. There's no way to track these.
Yeah, so the state Department of Financial Institutions, I talked with them about this. So as of January 1st, they have a new, it's a part of the money transmitter law in the state. Okay, so this is an attempt that they passed this in January, new regulations, and they started to take effect here in August now. And what they're really trying to do is get some creation of some traction on this, right? So tracking this. So first of all, is a dollar amount limit a day, $2,000 a day, a limit on the transaction, because what they were saying is that people are depositing tens of thousands of dollars. And one of the ways, and I think this is so important, if someone tells you to go and take your money out of your bank account because there's fraud and go deposit it into a BTM, a machine. That is one of the big scams that's happening right now. So that's what they're fearful of. So there's a $2,000 a day limit on the transactions. Also requiring these BTM operators to register their machine with the state, so then they'll know, where they are. Because I did ask, I said, how many are in the state? And they said anywhere from 500 to 1,500. We think it's on the high end of 1,500. So tracking those, and then also signs posted warning about the scams, the potential scams, and how criminals are using these for scam transactions.
Signs right at the
Signs right at the machines.
At the machine,
So they
saying-
should be posted.
Yeah.
And I know in some areas there already have been signs up. So it's just letting you know. And these are the scams that we talk about in Consumer First Alerts that we've been warning people about for years. But now the payment method is switching to this cryptocurrency.
Yeah, they're evolving.
And the big thing here too, DFI is wanting people to report these. They want to get a track of how many of these types of scams, how much money is being lost, because the FTC reports in 2024 there was $1.4 billion in cryptocurrency fraud-related scams, and this is just an explosion of this type of scam, and they really want to track this. And there are also lawmakers who are trying to get an even more restrictive law in the state to help prevent these scams and help prevent people from losing even more money.
Yeah, so if it happened to you, the best thing to do is report it so it doesn't happen to somebody else.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Tammy. We look forward to that report tonight on Action 2 News at 5.